Hello everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Sunday. Alrighty, I'm gonna make the list really fast and then we'll get started. Okay, I think I got everybody that has paid so far. Okay. All right, Diamond. You want 20A, so that's 2 tarot questions and your pendulum question with the mini intimate or love note reading and letters. So feel free to put your questions, all your questions in the chat. So put both your tarot and the pendulum question in the chat and we can get started. Hey Liz, I'll add you to the list as well. Alrighty, I'll add you to the list as well. It's me, Lee. Alrighty. Let me get one more light on and then I'll get started. It feels like it's a little dark in here. Alrighty, let us get started. Okay, so first question, put your name on the screen. Okay, first question, general for February. Alrighty, let's see what we get. We have number 16, patience. Number 52, goddess of the moon. Let's get some tarot. You know what? I'm actually feeling my tarot deck. Let me grab it real quick. It's so funny because I was thinking about getting it earlier. Okay. Sorry about that. Spirit was like, they wanted me to use it, so I shall listen. Okay, February general for Diamond. We got the Queen of Wands. We got the Two of Swords. We got the Eight of Pentacles. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like for the month of February of this year, there's definitely this energy of like, it's a mixed bag of like taking action, but then also to, when you take the action that's needed, having a pause, like, you know, being patient to see the results, right? So the Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in the work, focusing on the work, and the Knight of Pentacles is all about taking your time and moving towards that the destination, right? And not trying to rush or speed things up too quickly, because then that's when mistakes can happen, or that's when, you know, we don't get the full thing that we actually wanted, right? But it definitely seems like this month of February will be rewarding. I do see with that Two of Swords card being here, I'm getting the energy of like you kind of, because usually it's about making a decision, but I don't get that energy with it. I get more so of like you kind of like facing yourself in a sense. So this is a month of where you're really tapping into who is this, you know, who is this woman in the mirror kind of energy, right? Going within and really reflecting on that and checking in with yourself in a sense of like, am I showing up as the woman that I want to become each and every day? Right. So let's say you're like, I want to be this entrepreneur. I want to make my own money. I want to have a successful business. So it's like, cool. But are you showing up as that woman every day? Does not mean that you have to have all your shit together, you know, every single day. But it's like, what does that woman look like? What does she do? How does she act? What is her schedule like daily? Right. And really tapping into that energy more and more, and not letting it just be all talk, but more so about the action, right? And as you really kind of start to reevaluate those things, you start to see the results over the next few months. Like slowly start to see results over the next few months. February too, I can pick up this energy of like you kind of going on a date with somebody. We got the King of Swords and then the Ten of Swords energy. They could I feel like this person that might try to like talk to you could be an air sign. That's something that I pick up here. And like I said, it's just like a little date, or, you know, them trying to take you out on a date. It doesn't, you know, have to be something serious, but I just see that energy for some reason in February as well too. But yeah, I see honestly February just being like a good start for you to get you towards where you want to be, where you want to go in life. So definitely lock into that and channel that energy as much as you can, and especially the momentum of it. Like there's times where we get these bursts of energy or, you know, inspiration, all of that stuff. So like really tapping into that energy when you feel it. right? Ooh, bottom of the deck was stored of value, so there might be some good money coming in. Maybe a nice tax return. Sorry, I keep hitting the stand. That's why it's wobbly. All right, how does the Gemini feel towards you? Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. And didn't I mention too, something about an air sign? So maybe it's that air sign taking you out on a date. But let's see. That's good. That's good. Hey, building your credit now as a 20-year-old girl. That is stellar. Keep it up. Keep it up. Give me 1 second, actually. I'm going to see if I can move this stand so I don't keep hitting it. Hey, La Queen. Okay, I think I have it in a spot where I won't hit it as much. Try to scoot it over a little bit more. Okay. Alrighty. Let me put these to the side. Okay. I just want to make sure I have enough room and I'm not hitting the stand. Okay. So back to your question, which is, let me go back. Okay. How does the Gemini feel towards you right now, as of right now? You got the Tower. You got the Chariot. You got the Queen of Wands. And the King of Cups. It gives me a little bit of mixed energy here for some reason. Like there's moments where they're feeling confident about their feelings for you, and potentially like the goal that they might have, but it feels like there's some, I feel like pain and, how do I word this, like pain, something about like a traumatic event that kind of like gets in the way of them fully tapping into that energy and their feelings all the way. It's very interesting. It's very complex, I would say. Like them wanting to, how do I word this? It's like them wanting to fully tap into that energy of like how they feel, but then it's like this scared energy. What if this doesn't work out? What if she does this? Or like, what if this happens? I feel like with the Tower being the first card that comes out, it gives me this vibe of some type of disruption that has occurred recently. So whether it's a falling out, an argument, a disconnect or some sort, but and then with a Chariot following it too. So maybe there's like a break or a separation, and someone is just like, you know what, I'm just gonna move on at this time because I'm not getting what I deserve. I feel like maybe you were the one that walked away or took a break because she's the one that's on the bike. right away. And then plus two with the Queen of Wands, she's stepping into her power. She's confident and she's choosing herself as well. So maybe you were the one that decided, like, you know what, you're not showing me what I need you to show me. So I'm gonna take a pause from this. I'm gonna do my own thing. And if you want to come correct, then we can get back together. Or like, you know, we can figure this out. But I do feel that this person does care about you tremendously and has strong feelings for you. But there's this energy of them kind of like feeling lost and how do I word this? Like lost and just confused, honestly, is what they're feeling right now. Let me get, I'll get one Price of Love card. We have number 44, synchronicity. And then the know your worth and what was the other card? Unfinished business popped out a little bit. But I feel like with this card, it's just saying that it's like they're seeing the sign and confirmation. I'm like, okay, the feelings that I feel are real, they're genuine, but also too maybe spirit is like guiding them on what to do next, and they haven't really caught on to it just yet. So that's another thing too. Like it's kind of like how we can get the signs and we understand it, but the other person, they get the signs, they don't understand it. So it's just like, oh my gosh, like if you understand what's happening, we wouldn't be in this situation. Basically, like how one person is kind of tapped in, woke, spiritual, then another person is like not getting it. So that's what I have for that. Hey, Love Queen. Hey, Brittany. Okay, so it's your pendulum question. Okay, I want to add fashion destination. Okay. You say you blocked him from both his pages. Oh, wow. It's so interesting when people do that. Like, they keep up with you on social media but don't say anything. I think it's kind of weird. You don't have one? It's fine. If you, next time you do a reading with me, just say you want to use your pendulum question from this reading and you can use it then. So you can keep a pendulum question in your back pocket. Or if you ever think of it in the moment, you can just email me. I think my email's in the description box. All right, so now let's do your mini love notes reading, and then I'll do your letters. Alrighty, let's do the love note, and then we'll do the letter. All right. What love messages do we have? You're a cozy black girl. We have, I become mush when you look into my eyes. We are yin and yang. Something flipped. I guarantee you something flipped. Unless it flipped back over. Oh, there it is. See? I knew I wasn't tripping. This is a sacred bond. Wish, or with you by my side, I feel unstoppable. All right, now I accidentally flipped them all over. Okay. Our journey is unique. Don't compare it to anyone else. Your vibe matches my vibe. Let's get a couple more. I value this connection between us. And then I'll get you one more since so many popped out. Yep, this one. I love sharing meals with you. You are the best company. I think that was the only one that flipped over. Yeah. So these are love notes from that person. Let me see. I'm gonna get you two cards from my no communication one, and then I'll do your letters. We have I see my future when I look into your eyes, and then we got two cards. We have sometimes I think you, or we have three cards actually. Okay, sometimes I think you can be a little controlling, and that pushes me away. I don't deserve you at all. And then I get scared, I get too nervous. So sometimes with the card that says sometimes I think you could be a little controlling, that pushes me away. Don't take it too hard to where it's like, oh my gosh, this person, X, Y, and Z, like get upset about it. But more so maybe they feel pressure. Like when we want someone to show up for us in a certain way, they can sense that, they can feel that pressure. And to them, they might come off as like, oh, they're just being too controlling. And it's like, no, we're really not being controlling. We're just asking you to do the bare minimum of what you're supposed to be doing anyway. But to them, it can come off as controlling or as like, there's this lack of space or, this energy of kind of resistance, right? So when we really, really want something, we build this energy field of resistance sometimes because we really, really want it. And so then that energy is felt by the other person that we want, the communication or the actions from. And so it kind of like mirrors in a different way. And that's why they always say like what you fear is what you typically attract in a sense, because you're always nervous about it and scared about it and you're thinking about it nonstop. So then boom, it shows up. And I feel like too with them saying like I don't deserve you at all, they're just, kind of sensing too like they know there are times where they lack and where they don't show up the way that they should be showing up, and so that's why they're like, I don't even deserve you at times. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad everything was accurate from the reading you got with me last year. I love to hear that. All right. I really don't understand what's going on with my computer. It literally dies, or the battery drains very quickly now. So I'm going to have to put it on a charger soon. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got. It's so funny. The first word I hear is happy, and I hear the Mary J. Blige song. I think it's called Be Happy. I think we're missing another P, but just be happy. I don't know if you're familiar with that song. Listen to it and listen to the lyrics of it. I'm going to grab another P just so I can spell happy. But yeah, be happy. Like I feel like that this energy represents, the needs to kind of put yourself first, and that's what you probably did when you said you walked away or you took the break from him. So making sure that you are happy, that you are good, and that you are at peace, right? Because you matter. All right, next. I'll move it down here. We have fire, and so I feel like something transformative is going to happen for you around Aries season. I'm just channeling that. That's what they're saying. You have the word no, so there might be something or someone you need to say no to, and hold your ground. Like don't try to, well, maybe I'll let this slide. Like no, hold your ground. If you said no, you meant what you said. We have doors, so doors will be opening up for you. Doors of opportunity, doors of blessings as well. We have bring your own bottle, BYOB. So I feel like you might be going into an event or some type of gathering where you can bring your own bottle. And that could be an opportunity where you meet someone new, you make a new friend, or you just kind of like, get out and socialize as well. And of course, we have leftover letters on the side. So if you make words, other words as well, that's totally fine. You see your person's initials. If you see your initials, that's just even more confirmation. But this is what I have for you in the letters. He said, "Hey, Dad." Oh, you see his name in the letters. Well, there you go. There you go. Technically, we can kind of make your name. We can just flip this over and make it a fake M as well. But yeah, that's what I have for you for the reading. You are welcome, my dear. Alrighty. Alright, let me add you to the list. I think somebody else sent something. Or maybe that was just it. Oh, that was something else. Okay. Alrighty, up next is Red Nappy Summer. All right, Red Nappy Summer. And I think you said you want to higher self messages. You got it. We have number 11, I am ready for a beautiful beginning. My heart and mind are open and ready for new experiences, number 45. My body is beautiful, number 5. This is my season, this is my time, number 27. Put that on the side. I protect my energy by any means necessary, number 44. And let's get one more. We have, I think in abundance, not scarcity, number 35. Alrighty. So I feel like your higher self wants to say to you that get ready for this beautiful beginning, right? For these new experiences, especially with the first two cards being that we're talking about the new experiences and opportunities. And trusting and knowing that this is your season. This is your season of wellness. This is your season for abundance. This is your season of pure joy and bliss. And to make sure that you're not thinking in a, like they said, scarcity mindset, right? So even when things show up in your current world right now where it's like, okay, this doesn't look like what I want it to look like per se, doesn't mean that it's not on its way to you. Does not mean that you aren't worthy of having it. You know, it's important to protect the way that you think and your thoughts. So shifting lack mentality to an abundant mentality, right? And then once you do that, protect your energy, protect your mind, protect your thoughts. But be mindful of what you listen to, what you say, what you read, what you watch, right? You want to find things that match you and where you want to be, that match your energy. And it's definitely something that comes over time as you start to evolve and grow. I'm sure all of you have experiences at some point where there might be like a certain song that you just absolutely love, and then like now you don't really sing it as much because you really think about the words of it. Like I could think of a song. I don't like the song. I never liked the song. And every time I hear it, I cringe because I'm just like, ugh. I don't think that's something I want to hear, nor I want to say or ever be around. So I try my best to like get away from it if I can. Because when places play songs in the stores, you can't really control that. But you kind of block it out enough to where you don't really listen to it. So your higher self is wanting you to really tap into kind of do like a decluttering activity where you know, kind of get rid of things that don't serve you anymore. Maybe not listening to certain things, certain songs or certain videos. Like you can basically think about like Instagram too. Whatever you interact with is what you're going to see more of. So if you, like for example, if you know, keep liking posts that talk about F-boys all the time, then that's what you're going to always see. So if you want to switch to where you're manifesting your dream person, like content that talks about healthy relationships, like content that talks about healthy, boundaries and green flags instead of always the red flags type of things. So you see how you kind of shift and change those type of conversations and those activities. But overall, your higher self wants you to know, like, this is your season, this is your time. And to love on yourself more and more, love your body. I feel like you might be trying to do some fitness goals this year, something that you've been wanting to do and accomplish. So definitely, follow through with it and don't give up. Okay? So that's what I got for you. I'm reading every summer. All right. Up next, let's see. All right. Up next is let me go back to the list. All right. Porsche. Is that how you say your name? If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. You're welcome. Hey, Black Girl Magic. Okay, I want to know how to say it. Is it Porsche? Porsche. I would love a pronunciation key if possible. I try my best. Even with pronunciation keys, I struggle. I'm like, I just do better hearing it. Okay, pull up your PayPal. Oh, Portia. See, that's so crazy. Because I was going to say, I would really want to say Portia, but I was like, no, I don't see an A at the end of it. So I don't want to say Portia. But that's literally how you say it. Maybe that's why Spirit kept yelling at me and saying, just say Portia. Hey, Portia. Okay. So let us do your charms and letters and tiny tarot, which is, where is the little tiny tarot bag? Well, if I don't have it with me, I'll just grab regular tarot cards because I don't see it on the side. All right. I'm gonna actually pull the tarot cards now. just flip these over so you can see them. If you want to jot down words that you see, you can do that. I always call out what Spirit tells me to call out, and of course, if you see other things, it's totally fine. Okay. And then, of course, the camera is not showing all the words for the letters. Okay. All right. Your little tiny tarot, which will be regular tarot. I don't think I have the bag with me right now. All right, I'll get you one more card. So I'll show those later. And then we'll get you some charms. And of course, the first word I heard was Tiffany's, like the store at Tiffany. I'm not gonna spell it, but I heard Tiffany's. That's the first thing I heard. So maybe somebody might be gifting you something from Tiffany's, a little blue box. I know you said love or whatever Spirit has for you. You got raise, so you might be receiving a raise or some type of financial increase soon. There's this energy of you needing to drink more water as well. We have wife, wifey. We have yes. We have tío, which is uncle in Spanish. We have jug. We have hover. So there might be an energy like a spirit guide trying to, or just hovering over you, like protecting you, watching over you. There could be this male spirit energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be, an uncle, but it does give me that vibe. We have love. So I feel like with the wife and the yes and I remember I mentioned Tiffany's. You could potentially be meeting a person that you will marry at some point. A loving connection, romantic connection, obviously. But it's like deeper beyond the surface. Like it's heavy on the spiritual sense on the side too. We have pic or picture. I feel like Spirit is also telling you to take more pictures of yourself, like selfies, or also too when you're out and you're dressed up, have somebody take a picture of you. Like I get that you might not be, you might feel sometimes like, oh, maybe I don't look put together a certain way all the time. And it's just like dress up more, take pictures of things that you enjoy of yourself, and be proud of it, be confident in it. We have a blank tile, so this could be somebody's name. This could be something we can use later if we need like another letter to make a word. Interesting. They want you to spell out cow. And the main thing that they connected it to was beef. So I don't know if you consume beef, but if you do, I feel like Spirit is saying maybe cut back on the beef at this time. I don't know what the spiritual meaning of cow is, so I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's see. Cow, spiritual, animal, meaning. Okay, so the first things that come up are for fertility, generosity, motherhood, the origins of life, and serenity. So it represents mother, the mother goddess. Mother Gaia, not sure how to pronounce it. Abundance, fullness. So those are something to think about. Those, maybe the cow could be a new spirit animal for you too. Hey Diana. We have the twin flame, so TF as well. And then we have did. I feel like what Spirit was saying with did is like, there's a question that you've had and you felt like they didn't give you a clear answer, and they're like, we already answered this one. We did that already. Like, you're like, oh, show me a sign if I should do X, Y, and Z. You know, like, we did that already. So reevaluate, you know, moments when you've asked that question and what appeared, and kind of take note on that, because the answer is there. They've given it to you multiple times, is what they're saying. So now let's look at your tiny tarot. So we have the sun, and that's like the divine masculine energy too. And the sun is also a yes. Like, this is the biggest yes card of tarot. We have the Page of Cups. So that's that offer. So someone could be offering, you know, in the future, this person that you meet, this proposal, this offering love. Oh, we have the Three of Cups. Congratulations. A celebratory energy here. And then we have the Tower. So funny with that, I was literally about to say a beautiful shift for you. You know, usually when people see the Tower, they freak out. But when I got that card, it was like, it's a beautiful shift. It's a beautiful change for you. So in terms of your charms, we have the honeycomb right here. Sweetness. But also, too, I feel it gives me this energy of connectedness, right? How each comb is connected to each other, and it's an intricate design, but they're all together. We have a weight, so this could be working out, this could be just fitness, health, changing your diet. We have trustworthy, which is Taurus. Oh, we got trustworthy again, Taurus again. So you got two Taurus charms in here. So maybe you're going to be interacting with someone that is a Taurus, that holds very strong Taurus energy or earth energy. You have the star, so being mindful of the wishes that you have for yourself, the goals that you have for yourself, things that you would like to see. We have the seahorse. I don't know why I always struggle with figuring out the name of this thing. But, you know, the seahorse represents persistence. It typically represents patience. It is, you know, an animal that also represents luck too. And it kind of just goes with the water, goes with the flow of things as well. And it's just an interesting creature. And I think it also represents protection too. We have weakness is a choice. Now this one doesn't come out too often. So I feel like that's with this weight too. It's kind of like you build your own strength, right? You build those muscles in life, right? So mindset, type of vibe. We have the word hope, you know, not giving up. And then we have the key. So it's like you always have the key to something. You're going to always have a key. You can always unlock a path, unlock a door at some point, because Spirit will give you the key that will give you access, right? As you continue to do the work and evolve and grow. So that's what I see for that. I think. Yeah, that's what I got for you. Oh wow, you just ended something with a Taurus. Well, this Taurus is like, hi. That's so interesting. Because I think that's the first time ever in charms, you know, the same sign has come out twice. Those were the only two signs that came out. You're welcome. Alrighty. Okay. Up next is Liz, and I think Eva, you sent something just now. So let me add you to this. Okay, Liz. Let me pull up your super chat. Charms Letters, Tiny Tarot Special. Okay. Hey, Diana. Diana Pearl. Alrighty. Liz, let me find your name. Okay. Well, I don't have the tiny tarot bag with me, so I will use regular tarot. Alrighty. This is for Miss Liz. And I'll shuffle some tarot cards for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 5. We'll go over those later. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you all the words that are coming out. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, the first message that came out, or not the first message, the last message that came out that I just channeled was, what's that song? Lotus Flower by Wale and Miguel. If you are familiar with that song, I mean, even if you aren't, listen to the song, or at least read the lyrics to it. Because I feel somebody's trying to channel that song to you. We also have the word hi, so someone is wanting to say hi. We got a Jag here, and I immediately just saw the Jaguar car. And Spirit was saying two things. They were saying, yes, the car, but also the actual animal itself. I'm going to look up what that spirit animal means. So this is a new spirit animal for you. So let's see, what does the Jaguar spirit animal mean? It represents protection, courage, strength, confidence, intuition, decisiveness. It represents good luck. It represents preparation, sexy, sleek, and focus. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to really channel that that sexiness, the earthiness, but also to have some fun, because we do have the word fun here. We have tease, so like, going out your comfort zone a little bit, doing something fun with your hair, like with your style of dress, and maybe go out with your girls or go out by yourself, go to a nice lounge or to a nice bar and just have a good time. Like, connect with new people, connect with yourself. We have tone, and I feel like tone, the message that they have here is like, be mindful of the tone that you use with people and the tone that people use with you, right? Because those the saying is like, sometimes it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, and that really matters. We have listen as well, so being mindful of people that are coming to you to talk about things, listening to them, being an active listener, not listening to respond and to react immediately, but listening to actually hear what that person wants to say. We have zones. I feel like the zone represents, getting out of your comfort zone, but also to not getting too comfortable in a space where you're locked in so much where you kind of forget to go out, to have fun, take time out for yourself. We obviously have love here, so love is here and surrounding you as always, per usual. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Magician, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. I love that. So I feel like here with these cards, your tiny tarot, they're showing us that it's really important. Oh, look at that. We have the counterparts. I just thought about that. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And then we got the Four of Wands. So you could be meeting your counterpart, so connecting with that counterpart, the one that you will marry, the one that you will fall in love with and have a relationship with. But I get that it comes with, loosening up and letting yourself feel free and be free. Of course, take things slow, take things, day by day. Don't rush it in terms of like, letting yourself be free and, having fun and doing all that you can. Make sure it's authentic, right? Don't do something like, oh, let me just go out here and go to this bar, even though I hate bars. Like, go where you enjoy yourself, like where you can have fun and feel, obviously comfortable, but also too that's out of your comfort zone, right? Don't do nothing where you're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna give me anxiety and I want to have a panic attack. But do something where it's like, okay, I never really thought I'll be the type of person to go to a bar by myself, but I'm gonna try it out today. Type of vibe is something that I pick up. Let's get some charms now. All right, we have two like not swans. We have two like twin flamey love soulmate charms. We have the hearts interlocked together. We have the swans or the doves or swans, I don't know, but they kind of make a heart. So we have that. We have angel wings, so that protection. We have the little sexy kitten, so tapping into that sexy kitten energy. We have the letter Z, so I feel like the Z represents, I'm hearing the word zealous, so like, passionate, being passionate and going after your passions, right? Not losing sight of those. We have a little moon here with the fairy, so there could be a fairy blessing you this next upcoming moon cycle we have going. We have, what is this? The number 30. And then we have a little robot here. So like making sure that you're not in this mundane, type of lifestyle where things are just like, so structured where there's no flexibility to have fun. Right? So being very mindful of that as well. And I'm gonna get you one Empower Goddess card, and then we'll be done. And I need to put my computer on charger. All right, we have I am resilient, I am a warrior, number 54. So knowing that you don't have to be, how do I word this? You don't have to be the struggles, you don't have to be the pain. You survived it. You are a fighter. And then also too, because you are a fighter does not mean that you always have to fight, right? So that's just a friendly reminder. But that's what I got for you, Liz. I hope that resonated with you. Alrighty, let me put my computer on charger. Up next is It's Me, Lee. All right, you said channel message from Bar. You got it. Let me grab my charger. And also, too, could you share their pronouns? That way I don't say the wrong pronoun for this person. All right. It's me, Lee. Hey, Sammy T. Yep, the list is still open, Sammy T. Hey, Bethany. Let me add Bethany. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Just wanted to clear out the area a little bit. Okay, so channel messages from Bar. I'm gonna get a couple of tarot cards and then I'll get a couple of is this person, is it connected to like romance? So I can know what other cards I should get. I can use love notes and kind of channel from there too. I just want to make sure I get the right card. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, we have the Hermit, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. We are yin and yang, and then I love going on walks with you. I'm gonna get one more, and I'll channel this message. I admire how intuitive you are. Okay, what messages does this person have for you at this time? I feel like this person wants to say, I genuinely missed our connection, the way that we vibe, the way that we just exist together. I never met anybody that matched my vibe. I never met anybody that complimented me so well as much as you do. I apologize at times where I may have acted immature and didn't give as much. I apologize for the times where my words may have stung you more than I intended them to. It's never me, truly, it is the ego that I battle with. It is something that I'm still working on and still figuring out. I think you're the finest person in the room. I love the scent of you. I love the sound of your voice. I love the shape of you. I love how giving and honest you are. I love how you keep it real and tell me the shit that I don't want to hear, even though I do need to hear it. It's like your soul and energy helps heal my inner child, even though I know that's not your responsibility, but I feel it sometimes. Being a better person is what I strive to be. Being a better parent is what I strive to do. I realize more that I can't show it for you if I don't show it for myself, so that is something that I am handling and figuring out at this time. It's draining, but it's worth the work. I hope one day I can make you proud and you can see all that I have done in this time of us not being together. I hope one day when I do reach out, I'm not blocked or it's too late. Give me time. Give me more time. I know the clock is ticking, but give me more time. You're my best friend. But in the meantime, take care of your heart, mind, and body. I want you to feel your best while I figure this shit out. I love you. Yeah. That was the message, the channel message from them. I hope that resonated. It took a minute to kind of connect with them, but they definitely, they came through. They really did. Alrighty, let me look. Alrighty. Let me add, I think I added Bethany. I need to add Tammy T. Oops. Tammy T. You're welcome. All right. Up next, fashion destination. What will happen between me and Jason in February in terms of contact from him? Oh, you paid 2 Jolly Poppins? Okay, let me add you to the list. Thank you for letting me know. Jolly Poppins. All right, just added you to the list. Okay, so that's the fashion destination. Did I add Brittany to the list? Let me see. Okay, cool. What would happen between me and Jason in February in terms of contact? This is for fashion destination. We got the King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Page of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. Safe space and Harvest. I feel like in terms of the contact for February, it doesn't give me strong vibes that there will be contact in February. I feel like if anything, the contact would just be on a 5D realm. And I feel like with the safe space, the safe place and Harvest being here, it just shows us this vibe of like, even though there might not be contact in February, it doesn't mean that this connection, you know, how do I word this, is like, you know, sinking or it's going down the drain. That's why they're saying like this is secure, it's safe vibe. I feel like with the Seven of Swords energy though, it's this vibe of like not letting, you know, the insecurities and the worries and the fears kind of get in the way of that. So kind of like, you know, let's say you text somebody and you don't hear back from them immediately. It's like, oh my gosh, are they with another person? Are they doing something? Are they mad at me? And it could literally just be like, oh, maybe that person was just asleep, or maybe that person, you know, phones died or whatever, and that's why they've been responding immediately. It's like not painting this picture and running with it and painting this story when it's not even the case, type of thing. So I don't see the communication just yet for February, but I do see like Spirit saying the connection is fine. I'll get you 2 love notes real fast. Our connection is ready for a new season, and then I value this connection between us. So like, yeah, this person, you know, feels connected to you, wants a connection with you. So get ready for this new season. So maybe in the springtime, that's when the communication really starts to happen in the 3D. Because I feel like it's already happening in the 5D, but in the 3D, it's like a little slower. Have a good night. It's me, Lee. I'll see you next live. Alrighty. So that's what I got for you, Fashion Destination. Alright. You're welcome, my love. Alrighty. The next question is for Brittany. Just to avoid taking my computer off the charger, I'm just going to keep it on there. So I'm just going to try to figure out a way. I guess I could, let me see. I don't know if you can do that, but I was going to say, I guess I could type it on my phone and just put my phone up here. I'll do that, just so you all can still. Okay. You know what I should get is a little whiteboard or something. But I do like having the slides on my computer, so I don't have to keep typing it. I can just find it. But anyway, messages from Spirit Bird ways. Your love life will evolve and change this year. I like that question. How will her love life evolve and change this year? We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles. And the King of Swords. I feel like one of the biggest ways, bottom of the deck, is the King of Pentacles. One of the ways your life changes is just more so you're cutting out the BS, and that's on your doing, like overthinking, you know, thoughts that are inadequate, unbecoming of you, but also to getting rid of energy that just no longer serves you, right? You got to make room for the energy that we do want to call in, right? And so it's important that we recognize that, okay, what areas do I need to work on for my personal growth? And then also, too, how do I make sure that I show up in that way as much as I can every single day, right? Of course, we're going to have our moments where we slip up, but doing our best to be the best version of ourselves. Your number 14, angel numbers confirmation. I feel like, too, you really start to see a lot of alignment in different areas of your life, right? So you don't look at, you know, moments where, let's say, you meet somebody, you kind of like them, but, you know, y'all say y'all date for like 3 months and then it just kind of goes downhill. You know, you just stop talking or whatever. It's not like, oh my gosh, this always happens to me. Why? I'm suffering. Boo. What was me? It's more so like, okay, you know, it didn't work out. That's fine. What did I learn? What did I gain from this experience with this person? You know, what did they teach me? What did I teach them? You know, looking at it in that way and knowing that it's getting you a step closer to the person that you are meant to be with and the love life that you will experience, right? And also to like like applauding yourself for being better than what you were 4 years ago when it came to love, right? When I look at myself, you know, how I was 4 years ago compared to how I am now, I'll be so shocked. Like, really? Really? I can be like that? You know, type of vibe. That's how you should feel. Because you evolved and you changed so much that you better your lifestyle, you better yourself. And you know that you are going to naturally match and gravitate towards someone that matches that energy, that is in line with your energy. And it's not something that's far-fetched. It's not something that's impossible. It's totally attainable, you know, and it's doable. And so when you really lock in on that and not pay attention to what you don't see in the physical just yet, it shows up because you feel it spiritually. Then you still really start to, you get snippets of it and then you get closer to it and you get the real thing. So it's like when you start to see, you know, let's say you start dating and then you start dating really nice guys, like, okay, cool. So like you start to see the shift and the changes in the caliber of the people that you date or the people that come after you, like approaches you, basically. That's what spirit has to say for that. I hope that resonated. Alrighty. Up next is Love Queen. And then I think he said you sent yours via email. So let me pull them up and then I will show your name on the screen. Okay, I just saw your message, Arminta. I don't know if you're still here. I just saw your email. But I'ma miss you. But you know, we have each other's number. Sorry, I'm looking. Uh-oh. My phone is being kind of weird. Okay. Love Queen. Here we go. Got your questions. Put your name on the screen. Okay, first question. What will my next job entail? Let's see, what will your next job entail? We have the Polaroid. Six of Cups. Ooh, the Two of Cups and the Nine of Swords. I feel like your new job would entail bits and pieces of previous jobs that you've had in the past, like, you know, a little bit of administrative, a little bit of not necessarily management, but maybe like program management in a sense, or project management too. You know, that can vary in different ways. For some reason, I get that. I'm so curious about this Six of Cups and this Two of Cups energy. What is that about? Oh, wow. And then the Four of Wands. What? That is so interesting. Very strong couple love romance here. Like the fact that you have three cards with a couple, and this is heavy couple energy, is very interesting to me, especially when we're talking about a job. I'm literally speechless because it's like Spirit is only showing so much, number one. But it's with this new job comes a lot of new opportunity with love. You know, which is very intriguing because it's not saying like, oh, when you get to this new job, you know, you're gonna meet your husband there. But more so, I feel like there's a shift in your love life that happens, right? And it's kind of like how as things start to work out in all areas of your life, it shows in other areas, and it's really going to show in your love life for some reason. I feel like with this Nine of Swords card being here, with this, you know, about the job, it's just like you would no longer have to fear about money, about, you know, a good or bad boss. Like you're going to have a good team, you're going to have a good boss, a good supervisor type of vibe. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. And you'll just be happy there. So I definitely can see it for sure happening like mid this year, this shift, this change in work. And I don't know what your business venture is, but I don't know, maybe your brain is like people together more than you intended it to. I don't know how to describe it. All right, how are your spirit babies? The Judgment, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool. I feel like your spirit babies are good for the most part. I do feel like they are taking on your stress a little bit, like they feel your stress, and they're taking it on because they want to take it on, not like, oh, you know, because you are stressed, you're making them stress. It's like, no, let us take on this weight for you at this time, you know, and we'll help you through it, is what I pick up. So they're just saying like they're proud of you, wanting to try something different, wanting to do something different, not limiting yourself. I think they want you to know that they're very proud of you. I remember you mentioned veganism last live, and I think, you know, they're saying that they're proud of you choosing that pathway. You know, noticing like the Queen of Pentacles is very earthy, and then like the Ten of Wands, she's holding like a basket of fruit. So it's like you really choosing to change your diet and cleanse your body. They love that for you. And I feel like also too that, you know, obviously when you take care of your body, and when you're growing a human, it's helpful for the baby as well. So it's like a great thing to start working on and making those adjustments as needed too. But overall, they're just good. I'm hearing them say that they love you. Oh, look at that. Ten of Cups came out. They love you and their daddy. Then your third question, how does your DM feel? Or wait, how's my DM feeling, of course? Okay, let's see, how is he feeling? We have the Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Tangled One, Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, the Temperance card, the Two of Swords, and the Emperor. They miss you like crazy. They miss you like crazy. They keep replaying, you know, the last time y'all talked in their mind over and over again. They keep replaying the last argument y'all had over and over again. They keep replaying the last time y'all were intimate over and over again in their head. Like, there's this energy of like, they're not mad at you for doing what you did, walking away, you know, making the decision that you had to make. You know, like, they're not mad about that. I mean, he's not mad about that. I just saw your question, should you make them vegan? I'll respond to that in a second. I think this was the answer to the question, so I'll put it to the side. But yeah, like, they're missing you, you know, and I feel like they're missing you, the kids are missing you, with the Emperor here, you know. I feel like they're praying for some type of reconciliation with you all too. But you know, they can only hope for the better, right? They can hope for the best. So I think that's something that they're trying to process and figure out as well. But you think you said, should you make them vegan as well? I would say, honestly, you know, with the Two of Pentacles coming out, weigh your options in the sense of introducing them into obviously the fruits and vegetables first, and then, you know, see how they respond to, like, maybe chicken, right? So maybe not giving them all of the meats of the world, like pork and beef, but like maybe get them a little bit of chicken, see how they respond to it. You know, if they are into it, you can give them some, but if they're not really into it, then maybe just give them the fruits and vegetables as well. Or, you know, you can limit how much meat you give them. So let's say meat's like only a once or twice a week thing. So it's kind of like you give them the ability to choose too, but also don't be afraid to introduce it to them, even if you are vegan, right? So I think about that too when I have kids. I'm like, do I put them on put them in the lifestyle that I have, where I'm gluten free and all these other things, or do I, you know, have it and I'm like, well, I can't eat gluten, so I'm not going to cook food with gluten in it. But I won't, you know, if they're kids, I'm not going to be like, oh, you can never eat at Chick-fil-A in the restaurant, even though I'm not the biggest fan of fast food that much. But it's like not, you know, trying to figure that out. So it's definitely something you can think about and just, you know, pray about it and just see how you're moved and guided. And I think too, what I kind of decided on was like, you know, when I'm cooking for my kids and for my family, it's going to be gluten free. Now, if we go out one day and we're at Chick-fil-A and I'm getting grilled nuggets and they want to have breaded nuggets, they can get that. But mommy won't be cooking it, type of thing. Now, if their dad cooks some stuff with, you know, gluten in it, then hey. But a lot of stuff can be gluten free, so that's another thing. But also too, when you don't have something for a long time and you're introduced to it again, it can mess you up because your body's like in the shock in a way. So just give it some thought. Okay. So that's what I got for you, boo. And plus too, like, that could be a great way that y'all kind of reconnect too on, because you know a lot of people think like, oh, vegan things and gluten-free things taste horrible, and it's like, don't get me wrong, there are some vegan and gluten-free things that do taste horrible. However, not everything tastes horrible. Like, y'all could like talk about that, or you know, you can make something that's vegan, and he's like, what? This vegan? This is not vegan. It's like, yep, it's vegan and it tastes good, don't it? All right. Up next is Deb. How are you, Deb? Alrighty, Deb, what's your question? You said, yeah, your name's taken off when, like, it's your turn. um, so whenever you don't see your name, typically if you don't see your name, it's because it's your turn. That's why. I don't know if you're actively listening, but I'm usually calling out people's names, and then I'll take their name off and let them know it's their turn. What is Barry's current energy towards you? Let's see. What is Barry's current energy towards you at this time? What is Barry's energy towards? All right, we got the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. And I feel like the High Priestess and the Hierophant are like counterparts. I feel like there's a couple of things here. It's like a mixed bag of energy where this person is honestly overly emotional right now for some reason. With you, but also just other things in their life. Maybe things are not going as well as they anticipated for this year so far. Also seeing too, in terms of like how they're feeling for you, there's a strong attraction I feel, but I also feel like it's them not feeling good enough for some reason from time to time when it comes to you. Like they're always making a mistake or they're always in the wrong. Or they could think that way. Like you may have never said anything like that to them, but they could feel that way. I feel like they're also in competition with themselves. Like I'm just hearing like this negative self-talk is what I'm picking up here. And I feel like that interferes with how they show up at times. We also got the Eight of Wands. So I feel like too they, you know, there's this strong energy like wanting to be with you, wanting to come towards you, wanting to be passionate with you, wanting to be intimate with you. This person has thought about a commitment with you as well. Now, spiritual awakening, which is very interesting considering you got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Your partner is sensing that there is something more profoundly important about this connection. The card's falling on the floor. The card that fell on the floor is higher self. So yeah, this person could be tapping in a little bit more spiritually or just experiencing this spiritual awakening where they're processing this connection differently than what they once were before. So maybe they just thought like, oh, you know, yeah, I like her, she cool. The feelings are there, but now it's like, wait a minute. I'm dreaming about her. Wait a minute. I'm thinking about her more. Wait a minute. I keep hearing or seeing things that remind me of her, you know. And so they kind of like tap in and lock in on that a little bit over and over. I do see their higher self is trying to guide them to where they can show up better in this 3D realm, so they don't lose you fully or make the biggest mistake of their life in a sense. So it's like their higher self is like, look, stop. But, you know, obviously we have free will and there's only so much we can do. I mean, our higher selves and spirit can do. So, but overall, I feel like there's definitely this energy of them very emotional right now for some reason. Like, they just giving me strong Pisces energy. That obviously does not have to be their sign, but it's like, I don't know why I'm getting Pisces energy with them. So they might be in that Pisces vibe, overly emotional, maybe a little sensitive right now. And they could be showing in the way that they show up. And I feel like, too, this person likes to not show people what they're feeling and thinking. Like, they could be someone that they just always got to play it cool. Like, it could literally be a tornado, tsunami, an earthquake happening, and instead of like screaming or freaking out, they're like, I'm fine. But deep down inside, they're like literally nervous and worried. So that's what I picked up. Alrighty, that's what I got for you. Bye, Arminta. Alrighty, up next is Eva. Oh, thank you so much for putting them in the chat. Put your name on the screen. Oh, you said you forgot to put them on the in the paper. Well, thank you for sending them in the chat so quickly. All right. You're welcome, Deb. All right. Can you tell me about my future spouse? Like what they would be like or what they think of me? Just anything about my future spouse. You got it. Let's see. Queen of Wands. Eight of Cups. Ten of Swords. Two of Cups. And then Two of Pentacles. First thing I get that this person is definitely a traveler. So they might travel for work, like business trips and stuff like that. Or they just might have to go to like, you know, conferences every now and then. But they do travel. But they get to bring you along with them. So that could be a fun thing that y'all get to experience together. I feel like this person is very mature for their age. They might be a little bit older than you. They hold a high position at work and at their company or at this corporation, this business, whatever it is. Or they could just be a business owner and like, you know, the founder of it can just like hold a high position, feel that they're in. I get that their love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. They're great in the bedroom, very intimate, very passionate lover. I see them getting roses every like a couple times a month. Like they're big on like showering you with love and also giving you gifts as well too. This person may have been married before, so they are divorced currently, which is not a bad thing, but just like a little heads up. Or they could have been engaged and just, you know, and then go through. I feel like this person has a good relationship with their mother. I'm also saying if they have really solid friends around them. I think that's important. You know, when you're with someone, you want somebody that has good friends around that person. Like, if they got shitty ass friends, you know, it's a reflection of them somewhere, right? Because your friends, the people that you surround yourself with, mirror you in some way. So they can be an upstanding person, but if they don't have the best of friends, then that says a lot. But this person does have really good friends. They value relationships and commitment. They're serious about it. They don't play. it also feels like too, when this person proposes, like that means they really are feeling you and they really see a future with you. Like they don't waste their time. They're not gonna just propose just because like, oh, you know, I'm getting older, I need to get married. It's like, no, I'd rather be single than just marry anybody. And that could be why they're like very, you know, cautious when it comes to relationships and getting married again, because they want to make sure when I get married, this is it. Like I'm not about to get another divorce type of thing, or like, you know, end an engagement. So that's good to know. I'm also thinking this person's a good cook for some reason. So if you're into an individual that knows how to cook, they got you. All right, and then the second one is messages from your higher self. You got it. Page of Wands in the world. Don't be afraid to go after what you want and paint the life that you want. Design, create the life that you want for yourself. The world is literally your oyster, right? You have the power and the control. You can get whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. It's all about what you believe and what you think is possible for you, right? The universe is going to give you the paintbrush and the paint and the canvas, but you get to decide what you want that final product to be. That's what I'm hearing your higher self say, to not be afraid to travel, to get out your comfort zone. And as I say travel, there's an airplane on here. Now, I think it's interesting because it's the airplane, and Spirit is like, ignore the lightning disruption part. Just focus on the airplane. So definitely travel more. Your higher self wants you to travel more. Expose yourself to different cultures and environments. We got number 33, SAR, divine guidance. Trust the guidance of your guides, your higher self. Know that you're always protected, but also, you know, moving in the direction you're supposed to be in and going. We got number 27, lotus flower, enlightenment. That was so funny because I remember I told someone to listen to that song by Miguel and Wale, Lotus Flower. And so I feel like with here, it's just letting us know that your higher self is ready for you to really tap into this level of enlightenment, this level of prestigious wisdom is what I'm hearing them say, right? And not running away from it, not feeling like, oh, no, I don't know if I can really do that. It's like, no, do it. Also, knowing that you must trust your inner peace. You must trust your spiritual connections that you have with your guides and your higher self, and allow them to guide you. And, you know, whatever situations that may have caused you stress in the past, know that you have learned so much from them, so that way they won't repeat again, right? And with this enlightenment, this is a great way for you to remain grounded and to remain optimistic and you know, just mindful in the sense of like all that is to come and all the blessings. I also hear your higher self hearing your higher self to say to not lose sight of your end goal, to always stay focused. You have anchor stability. Your higher self wants you to stop switching gears so much, right? Maybe there's times where you're like, oh, maybe I'll do this, and then you do it, and you only do it for a little bit, and you switch to something else. Like finding something, sticking to it, and it could be like a workout routine. It could be like, you know, I want to work out, I want to lose X amount of weight, but you don't really stick to it. So finding what works for you and sticking to it. You know, painting your regimen, painting your routine. It doesn't have to look like what everybody else's looks like, right? And at the bottom of the deck, we have sunflower action. So I feel like Spirit is just saying, your higher self is saying, take that action, move forward, don't be afraid. I'm hearing them say too, like, take that solo trip. I'm hearing your higher self say that as well. Take that solo trip. All right, so that's what I got for you, Eva. I hope that resonated. Oh, you said you're blushing. Okay. Up next is Jolly Poppin'. There you go to your super chat. Channel love message from my interest, Matt, and then ancestral messages. Thank you. Blessings and abundance. You got it. Let me put your name on the screen. Let's see your ancestral messages first. Alrighty. This is for Jolly Poppin'. We have Fate, number 19. We have number 27, breakups and makeups. We have number 7, Surrender. We have number 17, Ego. We have number 9, Passion. We have number 30, Euphoria. Okay. So I feel like your ancestors want you to know that what is destined for you, what is fated for you, will always be yours. There's no doubt about it. You should never question it. You should never doubt it, because it has been written in the stars, right? And they're aligned for your highest good, your highest purpose, right? So don't let your ego, don't let fear be the saboteur of this, right? And knowing that too, our ego, it tries to overcompensate. It tries to, you know, overprotect in a way, self-sabotage. It also is based on fear-based decisions and actions, right? And then it can represent heart chakra blockages. And so I feel like your ancestors want you to work on your heart chakra at this time, and knowing that it is okay to heal. It is okay to move on and release pain from old breakups, from people that, you know, have done you wrong in the past. And it's also okay to forgive yourself as well, and to let go in ways where you're no longer carrying that weight and carrying that pain, that anger, that frustration, the doubt anymore, right? Letting that go, because that should not control you. It should not. Don't let it dictate your future. Don't let it dictate your tomorrow, or even your today, right? You know, really releasing that and honoring your truth, honoring your power. And notice simply the ego card is a shadow, and so the shadow is very symbolic because it represents the other side of us, sometimes the side that we don't like to really acknowledge, or you know, just basically acknowledge in a sense. And that's what the ego is. Like, the ego is that shadow in a way, right? And you can't get rid of your shadow. Your shadow gonna always be with you. But you notice that you are in a space where you are the actual being, right? You are the actual soul. You are the actual person. And so, knowing that you hold that power, and that shadow is just, it is just a part of you, but it doesn't have to be you. That darkness does not have to be you. The sadness does not have to be you. Fear does not have to be you. You get to choose what you want to be and how you want to show up, and who and what experiences you want to have for yourself, right? Because a lot of times people keep playing these sad stories over and over again. This all happens to me, you know, X, Y, and Z. This is the best that I can do. And it's like, is it really the best that you can do? Or is it the best that you're allowing yourself to receive in this moment, right? And knowing that, you know, your ancestors are letting you know that so much is here for you. So much can happen for you. And I love that the Passion card comes out, because it shows us that there may have been a part of you, you know, within your heart space that felt like you couldn't move on the way that you really wanted to, or you felt like this was the end, and this was like, man, you know, well, this is the best I can receive, and this was the best I could do at this moment, so I guess it's what it is. And it's like, no, there's so much more beauty, you know, enlightenment. There's so much love. There's so much passion that is coming for you and here for you, but you have to be willing to make room for it and accept it. And I feel like also too, with this Passion card, your ancestors are saying, be mindful of who you give your body to, and who you allow them to receive access to you physically and spiritually, mentally, emotionally. All of that's connected. All of that is powerful, right? And cleansing yourself is something else that I'm hearing Spirit say. Cleansing yourself, taking a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower if you can. Cleansing your body as much as you can. Doing an egg cleanse if you have an egg around. I know eggs are expensive nowadays. You know, and really doing the work to release and, you know, heal, and welcome in this excitement, welcome in this newness. as well, because it is here for you. Your ancestors are ready for you to experience it, and they know that you're going to flip when you see how much joy and how much greatness is here for you. 777 is also a symbolic number for you. So when you see that number, it actually is a, an abundance number. It's a wealthy number, because when you think of like the jackpot, 777 is usually like the winning jackpot number. So they're letting you know you're going to cash out on something big, but you got to make room for it. Clean house, declutter, heal, and watch it come in, and watch you have more than what you can imagine. Okay. Bottom of the deck, number 34. And as I say, 7 was your number. 777 equals 7. Detachment. You have the key to release. You have the key to heal. You have the key to let go. That was a beautiful reading. That was like absolutely amazing. All right. And then channel message from your interests next. We have, with you by my side, I feel unstoppable. I admire how intuitive you are. I hope our children have your inner beauty, inner and outer beauty. I'll always protect you, sweetheart. I feel like something else flipped over. I know that there is something special about you. You feel like home. You are my family. So I feel like this person wants to say like they genuinely appreciate the connection and the vibe that y'all share spiritually. I feel like there's like you said, interest. So there's definitely a newness here that I'm feeling, I'm picking up on. But I see this person, look at that, I trust you with my heart. Like they could see themselves like committing to you in terms of like dating and trusting you with their secrets, like as they share vulnerable parts of themselves, and knowing that you wouldn't judge them, knowing that you wouldn't, run around and tell the world, even though you're probably like, who would I tell? But sometimes people, they share vulnerable things, and there are people out here who will just blast it. Like, y'all wouldn't believe this. This person said X, Y, and Z. And it's just like, whoa. Someone's being vulnerable when they choose to do something. The other person chooses to do something that's disrespectful or rude or, disheartening. So I feel like this person can truly trust you. They feel like they can. I think you all are like, it gives me like high school crushes. Like one person, like both of y'all are shy around each other. Like the thought of the other person like saying something, it's like it gets you like butterflies in your stomach. I feel like this person also want to say like you give them butterflies when they think of you. Sometimes they feel like they don't know what to say to you or what they would say to you if they had the chance to at times. I could see them giving you like some candy or like something sweet for some reason. Like they might bring extra candy and like, hey, would you like to try? Hey, Brianna, 1111. No, the list is still open. It's so funny. I see like these bees like flying around y'all, not in a scary, creepy way, but like just like cartoon bees is what I see. And they're just like, it's a boy bee and it's a girl bee. And that's what I see. It's kind of like they're like the little spirit guides for y'all, trying to get y'all together. Let's see what else if I get. Oh wow, look at that. I see my future when I look into your eyes. See? Look at that. I literally just said that. You make my heart skip a beat. I get butterflies whenever we talk. This person gets butterflies. Let's get one more card from this person. We have, oh, I don't want to lose your love. I'm afraid I might lose you. So that could just be that fear of like, if I don't say anything, I might lose her. Somebody else might ask her out. So that's what I got from there. Okay. I hope that resonated with you. Oh wow, you said the bees is one of your spirit guides. That's so cool. Well, look at that. Alrighty. Up next is Bertha. You're welcome, Charlie. Poppins. Alrighty, put your name on the screen. My computer is still charging. Please just read what you're guided to read. Sounds good. All right, Bertha. Okay. Let's just read and see what we get. Let's see what information we can get for you, Bertha. You know what? I'm going to use those cards over there. We have no need to worry. No. Wait. So just from these cards right here, it definitely seems like there's something on your mind, or has been on your mind for a while now. And Spirit is saying like, no, this is not the time. You need to wait. You need to be patient, right? Of course, we don't want to hear the word patience. We don't want to hear wait. We want it now. But there's definitely a delay because there's a timing issue here. And maybe Spirit is like trying to, get all the missing pieces together. Or maybe everything is put together, but they're like, we want to reveal this to you, on X date. And that's what was in the contract. That's what was signed. And they're like, this is what we're going to do. So you have to be patient. You're ready and want it right now, but it's like, just wait. And they're also saying too, when you wait, there's no need to worry about it. Saying like, oh, if it didn't show up today, that means it's never coming or it's not for me, right? It's more so like, no, it means that this is your time, to be patient and to wait, and then you will be guided for more. Look at that. We have the Hermit. The Hermit is all about going within and, kind of reflecting as well too. And so that the Hermit is also very patient, right? Because they know that this inner work, this journey, this pause is not something that can just be done in like a second. Like, this is something that takes time. It takes solitude. It takes a good measure of patience, but also too discipline. We have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like with the Seven of Cups being here, it's kind of like this energy of like you wanting so much. Like, I want that. I want this now too. And Spirit is like, you're gonna get all of the things that you want: relationship, career, money, whatever it is. Everything that you want, you're gonna get it. But just be patient and wait, and know that no is not punishment. It is for it is just preparing you to get ready for all the opportunities that are coming your way, which is why you don't need to worry, because they're unfolding for you. Next, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is someone that is well educated. She is powerful. She's intuitive. She has done the work. She has done the healing work. She has also learned her lessons, right? And she is ready to, share that information, right? And she's this goddess that exudes this nurturing, this mothering energy, and knowing that the answer lies within her at all times, right? And so there's times where we want the answer to something, but we already know it within. We just have to tap into that energy and being dependent on our inner knowing and our higher self, and knowing that we receive the answers. And when you trust and believe in that, everything becomes clearer, right? Then you don't worry anymore because you know the answer. You can feel it in your spirit. You feel it in your energy naturally. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, like, trust in yourself a little bit more, but also trust them more, right? And not second guessing or questioning them is essential too. Let's see what else we get. What else do y'all have for Bertha at this time? Or no, I said Bertha, Bethany. What do you have for Bethany at this time? What do we have for Bethany at this time? We have, the book dropped. We have key opportunity, number 17. And so they're letting you know the doors will be unlocked. The keys will be given to you. The truth will be revealed. All of the things that you want access to are here for you, right? But they won't give you the key until it is time to give you the key. So, until it's time for the grand opening. They said the grand opening is on this day, and that's what Spirit is, want to stick to. Let's see what else we get. Oh, wow. We have mountains, obstacles. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. So it's very interesting that this one came out for you. So I feel like what they're saying too is like, don't worry too much about the quote unquote the obstacles, because life is going to life, right? Meaning there's going to be something that we can't control that can be a little bit intimidating or challenging, but it does not mean that we need to give up. It does not mean worry. It does not mean, oh my gosh, Spirit said this, but X, Y, and Z is happening right now, and it doesn't look like what I really want. So let me worry, let me freak out. And it's like, no, let's do the complete opposite. Do not freak out. Be patient and know that what I want is coming to me. It's going to work out. Any obstacles that I'm encountering along my path is not the sign for me to give up. It is not the sign for me to feel intimidated, for me to feel, small, right? Taking different approaches to overcome those issues is the key. Learning the lessons and understanding that sometimes delays and detours, in a sense, are not to tell you no. It's just to say like, hey, this is for another part of your journey. Take it as it is, and watch how much you grow and learn from it and heal from it. Let's see what else we get. Oh, wow, that's so crazy. I was just about to say, let's look into love, and then we get relationships. No, not relationships, number 35. So let me grab my cards, because I literally was just about to do that. Because I'm staring at them. I'm like, okay, let's move to the love. So we have, oh my goodness, you have patience. So you might have energy where you're just like anxious about movement. And Spirit is like, be calm, grasshopper. Wait, be patient. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. So there could be something connected to relationships that you're kind of worried about or wanting to see movement in at this time. And Spirit is like, maybe we should take it slower and, just ease into it and not rush as much. We have accountability. Someone needs to take accountability for their actions, and maybe you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. And then we have main attraction. Someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. You are the center of attention. So I feel like with accountability being here, this is something to be mindful of when it comes to like previous relationships. Where did you fall short in those relationships? Even like, it might not be all the relationships, but there may have been a time where it's like maybe you did do something that was unbecoming of a good partner, or maybe you showed up in a way where you were just not valuing yourself more. Maybe you tolerated more than what you should have. Like taking accountability for those type of things and learning from those experiences, and like how you make sure that you won't do that again moving forward, and attract those type of situations again. And notice with the main attraction card, it talks about like, someone can't keep their eyes off you, which is true. Someone probably is physically attracted to you, or, they will show up in your life very soon. But also too, understanding that you're going to attract what you are. So if you feel like you are someone that deserves a high value partner, a high quality relationship, make sure you match that energy within yourself first, right? And literally it shows up for you. Ooh, look at that. We have life partner. This person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. I love this. This is basically saying that, like I mentioned before, that high quality partner in relationship, when you match the energy internally, then it will show for you physically. Let's get one more out of this card. We have reconciliation. Be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. So there could be somebody from your past that's interested in, talking to you. Doesn't necessarily mean they want to get back with you, but maybe they want to talk things through. Maybe they want to apologize. That accountability could be the case here. Let's see. Let's get you a couple love notes as well. And then, I'm trying to think of what other cards I could do for you. I feel like that talks about a lot, honestly. All right, I have a gift for you. I can't wait for you to see it. I love sharing meals with you. You're the best company. And with you by my side, I feel unstoppable. All right, Bestie. That is what I have for you for the love notes. In the bottom of the deck, I trust you with my heart. Okay. So I hope all of that resonated with you and you enjoyed it. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else Spirit wants me to share with you at this time. I'm going to get you a couple of cards from my BFFs for Life deck too. With some messages from a best friend. And then we'll be done with your reading. We have You Are All That in a Bag of Chips. Looking forward to our bestie date. See you soon. I admire your dedication, discipline, and ambition. And then it warms my heart to see your growth every day. Those are messages from your best friend. The last one is don't be afraid to go after your dreams. I love that. All right, Bestie, that's what I got for you, my love. I hope you enjoyed it. Alrighty, I think up next is Tammy's T. And I think Brianna 1111, you sent something on Super Chat. Alrighty, Tammy T. Your question is, should I take my driver's license test in February? And then you want a channel message from A. You got it. And then Brianna 1111, you'll be next. Alright, should she take her driver's license test in February of 2023? Should she take her test? We got the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, 2 of Cups. The 9 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I mean, if you were to take it in February, I think you would pass based on these cards. It's all about, you staying focused, staying positive, but also to relax, right? Studying, practicing as much as you can as well. When you're nervous, that's when people typically make mistakes. Like, try to relax as much as you can. And just be nice, honestly. Just really be nice. I'm trying to think, what else? Because, I haven't done a driver's test in a long time. It's been a while. So I don't even know if they've changed things. But, when you like parking on a hill, isn't it like up and away? So it's like you turn your tires up and away or towards. I don't remember. Look it up. But like things like that, if you don't know 100%, look those things up. Practice parking, practice, let me see. Yeah, when you're parking on the hill, turn your front wheel tires away from the curb and then back up until the tires touch the curb. I'm like, I knew it was something about up. It's like little things like finding little things to remember what to do, especially if you live in a place where the weather is, crazy or like slippery or whatever. Make sure you're very cautious. You're driving the speed limit. You're taking your time, using your steps, all of that. And you'll be fine. Oh, I just saw your message. License for your career. Oh, sorry. Well, somebody that's probably watching this reading will be passing their license test. But yeah, I do get that you're going to pass. this test for your career for sure. I don't know why I thought driving. So I just saw license. I was like, ooh, driver's ed. Maybe there would be something, not necessarily you taking a driver's ed test, but I don't know. Maybe there would be something coming up in your life soon where maybe you might have to teach somebody how to drive, or somebody comes to you about that. Taking them to the BMV or something. Who knows? Maybe you get a new car. I don't know. Alrighty, and then channel message from your person. Our journey is unique. Don't compare it to anyone else. I love this card keeps coming out. I love sharing meals with you. You're the best company. Sometimes my nerves get the best of me. I really dig you though, but I really dig you. I'm emotionally fulfilled, and that makes me better for you. I trust you with my heart. That's another card that's been coming out a lot tonight. And then I apologize for the time my words stung you. So I feel like this person wants to say to you that they are in this space where their nerves definitely have gotten the best of them. It's made them, do or say things that maybe they didn't really wanted to do or say. Meaning like, I don't know, let's say y'all were talking and deep down inside they wanted to like talk to you longer, and you may have said like, oh, it's getting kind of, I'm like, I know you're probably tired of talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, we can get off the phone, it's been a long night or whatever. And deep down inside they're like, no, I want to talk to her more, I want to talk to her longer. So that could be a thing. Also, too, I feel like they're saying here they don't want you to compare your journeys to anybody else's because it's unique. Everybody's journey is different. Just because one person did it a certain way doesn't mean the other person has to do it the same way. And I feel like this person wants you to know that there's only so much guidance you can get on this connection because of the uniqueness of it, right? Like, no one is you but you. No one is them. So people can give you advice, but that does not mean that they know what's truly best or what will work or what will be helpful for this connection. Like, this person also wants to say to you that they genuinely really do care about you and love spending time with you. Especially in the spiritual 5D realm. Like, y'all hang out a lot on that realm is what I'm picking up here, what I'm feeling them say. And if they genuinely trust you, like, you're probably one of the few people that they trust in this world. So that's a huge, a huge thing to them. Because they don't trust people very easily. It's something that I pick up on. What else? Honestly, I just feel like they're just, wanting to apologize for when they've done things in the past that, didn't really, wasn't in line with who they are and how they wanted to genuinely show up for you as well. Okay. So that's what I got for you. I hope that resonated. Hello, A Life of Sunday. Alrighty, Brianna, 1111. Love notes from R and 13, Charmies and Letters. You got it. You're welcome. Alright, Brianna, 1111. Okay, the list is officially closed now. Alright, Brianna, 1111. Love notes from R. I look forward to spending my life with you. Take a moment to breathe. Things are really working out. Decision. Should we watch or make a movie together? With you by my side, I feel unstoppable. What are you wearing? Your scent makes me melt. You give the best gifts. I feel like you really know me. Our journey is unique. Don't compare it to anyone else. I daydream about being intimate with you. Ooh, so this person is definitely physically attracted to you and, you know, intimately aroused all the time when you're all together. Time has made me love you more. Let's get one more. Tell me your love language. Let me love you the way that you want to be loved. Alrighty, so those are your love notes from R. And now let's do your Charmy Letters and Tiny Tarot. Now I don't have the Tiny Tarot cards out, so I just pulled regular tarot cards. Just as a heads up. If you're wondering why the cards are so big, that's just why. I'm going to actually use these tarot cards. And then I'll flip them over in a second. All right. Get you one special oracle card. We have smiley face. Joy, number 30. I guess I could have flipped that over later, but it's here. We have party. We got love. We have love in the house. We have friend. We have sad. We have gals. We have high. You want me to spell? They want to make the number 4. Okay. So, trying to the letters here. Spend more time with your friends. Definitely cherish your friends. There could be this energy of you making more friends eventually later this year at some point, maybe reconnecting with an old friend, but also to making a genuine new friendship with somebody. I get that it'll be a female, it'll be a woman, and you all just hit it off very well. Loving on yourself more and more. Have a good time, party, go out, do something fun. Like with your girlfriends, with your friend crowd, your circle. Like literally go out. I feel like you might meet this new friend at the party as well too. We got sad, and funny that the card is joy, so it's like, there's a shift in your mood where maybe things have been, maybe not the best how you wanted them to be at this point, but you're starting to find the happiness and the smiles throughout each moment of the day or throughout your weeks, and you're not, dwelling on the past, you're not dwelling on any hiccups and obstacles that you may experience throughout the week, right? And just choosing to choose joy. And then this is give me Emperor vibe. They just kept saying 4. And then I think about the tarot, deck, and the Emperor is the 4th card. So I feel like they're saying you could be potentially meeting the Emperor, meeting that person that can grab your attention, that you can be in a committed connection with as well. All right, then your tiny tarot. We have the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands, and then the Three of Pentacles. See how that Ten of Swords changes into the Ten of Cups? And then the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. It's like there's no more sadness. You know, there's no more cloudy, sad days for you at this point of the year. Things are going to, like, you know, move in a more positive direction. Of course, you can't avoid everything, right? You know, things are going to happen. People are going to pass. You know, things will be removed or lost, and, you know, it could create some sadness. But the idea is that the hardships, the heavy parts of your day and of your life are starting to dwindle, and we won't experience too much of that. I feel like there may be a loss at some point, or not a loss at some point. There was a loss that you experienced at some point, and it really it took a toll on you, right, emotionally and physically. And so I feel like you're starting to get back into the groove of figuring out how to be happy again, how to find joy. And sometimes the loss doesn't have to be as drastic as someone passing away, but it could literally just be, you know, a loss of a friend or a friendship, or, you know, not something not working out the way that you wanted it to, right? But there's definitely this energy of joy. Let's get you some charms. All right, we have the butterfly, so transformation, change. We have namaste. We have Aries, courageous. We have a little Hello Kitty charm. We have my little rose gold circle, confetti. So I feel like, you know, party, literally a party, because that's why I had it for my birthday. We have a swan, it's a beauty, change, growth. Let's see what else we get. We have you are my sunshine, so someone feels that way about you. Ooh, we have the sexy lips here, so like dressing up, you know, doing something, you know, where you get to dress up and meet new people, have fun. Let's get it one more. Uh-oh, some charms are falling out. Let me put these back in here. Okay, let's get one more charm. We got the number 14. So maybe something fun is going to happen for you within the next 14 days, or maybe February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Maybe you get like a positive message, or do something fun that day. So yeah. Hey Diana, my computer's behind me. So I'm just like looking at it. Alrighty. And then, you're welcome. Last but not least is a Sunday, a life of Sundays. Advice on current love situation. You got it. All right, let's close this out with a bang. A life of Sunday, a good bang. All right, let's see what we got. Advice on current love situation. You're welcome, Brianna 1111. We have number 47, optimistic. Number 41, connection. Number 28, unfinished business. Number 31, codependency. Number 44, synchronicity. And number 7. That's so funny because this is what I thought this card was that card, but it wasn't. And then it still comes out. Number 7, surrender. So I feel like in terms of the advice that Spirit has for you, in terms of this current love connection that you're experiencing, that you're in, that there is unfinished business here, so that there might be the reason why you all cannot, I don't want to say break apart, but like why it just keeps reoccurring, why it keeps showing up. And the idea is that once you learn the lessons and fulfill whatever it is, then maybe that's when the next phase, the next step happens, right? Wherever that is, whether that's, you know, commitment, whether that's a breakup, whether that is, you know, your connection being stronger and healthier, not healthier, stronger and better, because it is healthier, that would happen. But I feel like with this optimism card in the surrender card, there's an energy where when you're optimistic, you cannot be fearful and be pessimistic at the same time. You can't be optimistic and pessimistic at the same time. So how people say, like, you know, don't pray if you're going to still worry about it. Kind of like that vibe. Like, don't set an intention like, oh, everything's going to work out and smooth out between us. But then you're still worried about it. You're still upset and, you know, nervous about all the things that are going to happen. It's all about trusting and believing and knowing that Spirit is going to help with this connection and guide you all, and just do your part of what you're supposed to be doing while this is going on, right? So that means working on yourself, or showing up in a way in this connection where it shows the rest. Oops, I almost dropped that paper. It shows the balance in the work that's being done, then do that. But also to know you can't and shouldn't hold and carry the burdens of this work if this other person's not doing their job, right? And so knowing that because there's unfinished business here, you're gonna still be connected because it's unresolved, it's unfinished. And there's times where, like, folks, you could break up with somebody, but then y'all come back together, and it's still kind of that same tension or that same awkwardness. And it could be because the business was not resolved, it's still unresolved. So that is why Spirit is bringing y'all back together. Now, in this case, you know, I'm not 100% sure if this is the person that you want to be with long term or not. But if it is, it's all about, they're going to keep showing up a certain way with you until both sides, both parties are learning the lessons that they need to learn and showing that they understand those lessons that they need to learn, right? You know, so if you want to commitment with this person, it's like, in what ways are you showing Spirit, your universe, you know, your guides, that you really don't want commitment, or you don't value commitment as much as you think you may do. So it's like, you know, let's say you're fearful, like, oh, you know, I don't think this person can never change. But then, you know, you tolerate certain things that they do. Then it's like, how does that really show that you really want commitment in a sense, right? Because you're not you're not in a situation where there is true commitment. I don't know how to word it. Basically saying, like, you're not, you know, mirroring the actions of what you really want, if that makes sense, of that person. So what would it be like if the higher self version of you was in a committed relationship? When you don't match that, then it's like that, you know, that misalignment at times. And the confusion, because in the universe, it's like, okay, you want commitment, but then you're not giving us the commitment actions that a committed person would do or feel would be, so now I'm confused. So making sure that your actions are in alignment with that, but also too, that needs to happen on their part as well. They have to be in alignment as well. And so that's why sometimes it's always that delay where it's like, or those moments where we're like, well, I get it, I'm doing the work, why are we not together? Why are things not working out? And it's like, but they have to do their part too. It can't just be one-sided, because if it's going to be one-sided, it's going to keep happening over and over again. You're going to get frustrated and flustered, you know, more and more, because you don't see the change, you don't see the growth, right? And so I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. And so honestly, in terms of the advice, Spirit is just saying you have to, you know, keep doing your thing, keep doing your work. And, you know, every now and then pray for the intention that they get it, that they show up and do their part as well too, because y'all are spiritually connected. Now, granted, you can be spiritually connected to somebody and not deal with them in the physical world at all. So if it is something that you do want physically, make sure that you are doing your part and you're holding space for them to show up in a better light, right? So we can't expect people to change, and then we still telling them, well, you know, when you did this, da da da. Like, if you forgive somebody or letting something go, there's no point in bringing up the same stuff over and over again, because then it's like you're telling a story, therefore that story is going to continue to play out. Okay, so that's what basically Spirit has to say in terms of that. So I hope that resonated with you and makes sense. I'm reading your message now. Okay, I'm glad it makes sense. My Gemini stuff do not be in alignment. I definitely love, or definitely feel. Yeah. So yeah, once you kind of like, get that alignment and figure out what areas you have to grow in, and then, the thing about it too is like you said, y'all mirror each other. So there are going to be parts of us where we actually are mirroring. That person is mirroring something within us, and then there's time that person's action is not mirroring anything within us. Because I think a lot of times we think, oh, if all the bad stuff is happening in my life, there's something I'm doing wrong within me, and it's like that's not always the case. Like you could literally do what you're supposed to be doing, and just old things are happening and showing up, or it's just that person is an asshole, or that person is showing up in a way that doesn't match you. Okay. So that's what I got for you, my love. Alrighty, you guys. So that concludes our live for tonight. Thank you all for joining me, for participating and just hanging out. Really appreciate it. I'm working on some readings, so hopefully I'll have them posted soon. So make sure your notifications are on, and y'all will see and hear from me very, very soon. I love you all. Bye.